Oh, whew. Hey, virtual me, future me, what up? Okay, I don't know how many people have said this or something like this, but this is what I think. This is a conspiracy theory of mine, and I don't think it's far off from the truth. So I'm just going to call it a conspiracy. So here we go. And put it on the what is it, digital record, cloud record, something like that. So what I think. I think that Trump and his, I guess his corporate buddies, corporate slash business slash connected buddies, I think I'm just going to phrase all of this how I'm going to phrase it without any editing or preparing or anything. So it's all going to come out crude. I think all of them are essentially melting the world's ice so that they can twofold get access to any land that is covered by ice right now and like flood and fuck up the term for it is destabilize the world, basically just fuck with things. But I think a lot of the motivation comes from opening up new land, because if you kind of analyze it, heating up the world with global warming. First of all, they know global warming exists. Now, Trump may use the conservative agenda, which pumps out talking points that global warming, one, doesn't exist and isn't caused by man. But all the business people know it does exist because they have, well, reasons, but they know it exists. And they know what will happen because of it. That's why Trump wants to invade Canada and Greenland. Because once it happens to the degree that they want it to happen, Canada and Greenland, by the way, and Russia, will have much better real estate than it currently does. In the next 50 years. So once you understand that, now you can start to get a better idea of the conflicts that are just now happening. Okay, the conflicts that are just now happening. Israel attacking Iran. US backing Israel. Why is Israel attacking Iran? Iran was one of the countries helping Russia with drones and stuff. Russia gets destabilized, breaks up. Putin loses power later on in the century. When there's good real estate there, Yeah, the U.S. and Ukraine alliance and NATO, but aren't going to be able to eat up all the land and make alliances with all the broken up countries because China's going to be next to them. China's going to want to take patronage of some of the countries. But the U.S. Ukraine situation will be able to get some of that. And I refer you back to the Canada thing. Trump makes a lot of boasting about uh, taking over Canada. And I don't know. I can't really say anything about that. In order to do that, Trump has to succeed in the whole martial law in the U.S. Creating a civil war basically here, succeeding in the civil war here. I mean, there has to be a lot of steps. He has to create a fascist nation here. Probably has to take over the entire, country of Mexico, maybe the entire, that the Panama Canal area and stuff. I mean, he has to basically be Nazi Germany. So I don't know about him. There's a very slim chance of being able to do that. What with the American military the way it is, I doubt half of the military would be okay with doing that, with swearing allegiance to a man like that, and just being like, yeah, let's go bomb Canada because stuff. And the same thing with Greenland. We just have to be like, take Greenland because we need to, because we need more land. And the same thing, and that would mean like, we'd have to leave NATO and stuff. But whatever. If he wants to go the imperial route, whatever. I don't think that's actually what they want. I think they want to like get together in a corporate conglomerate and buy Greenland somehow, using the financial markets to bankrupt Canada and Greenland somehow. Like bankrupt their governments or all their companies doing that. I think basically they're going to use money to do it somehow, would be my guess. But anyways, that's my overall theory is melt the ice caps, make more land, fuck up shit, and because then there's more land. That's what Trump wants. He wants more land so he can build more resort hotels and casinos and developments and stuff. That's what he really wants. He's always been a real estate developer. I mean, he's a one shill pony. And I think he's trying to live up to his dad's image of being this great businessman that he just isn't. And he's only been a successful businessman while he's been the president because he's unconstitutionally, illegally abusing presidential power to make good business deals like Putin. So otherwise, he's a very shitty businessman. So That's what I think he's up to. Um, and you know, I just leave it to anyone and everyone else to find the proof necessary of this and kind of fill in the rest of the blanks. So there you go. That's my theory. And I ate too much watermelon now. I can feel the onset of gut rot, sugar belly, whatever. So I'm gonna get back to it. There you are. Boobs out.